viewers.
Oh, eto na nga, we have come to this. No? March 31 is the end of the ICI. How do you assess the ICI's investigation to the flood control projects? Do you think it was a success or not?
Well, first of all, we'll never know until they publish the report, no? So ang alam lang natin is that they collected dalawang track, 'di ba? Dalawang track ng mga dokumento which they have now turned over to the ombudsman and the DOJ. So we have no idea what are the contents of those documents or whatever they are. And also what happened during the investigation. Also, kasi they never live streamed the investigation. So we don't know. So I think Malacanang, the president, must publish the ICI report or the ICI reports, no? For us to have an idea kung anong nangyari. What are the, kasi right now, kanya-kanyang sinasabi. Meron sinasabi yung ICI na wala naman silang inabsuelto, and yet merong isang congressman sinasabi
Right.
may naabsuelto na. So the only imperative here is for the president to publish the ICI report or the ICI reports, so that tayo sa publiko, we will have a clear idea or picture of what they did. Otherwise, right now, wala talagang kwenta yung nangyari.
Well, you have a point there, ano? Dahil wala pa talaga naman tayo nakikita yung final, kumbaga, na report ng ICI. But along the way, nakapaglabas naman sila ng mga initial reports nila, recommendations. Kasama dun sa mga hearing nila, of course, yung mga pagkakaso dito sa mga like sila Bryce Hernandez, 'di ba? On that particular side, do you think okay ba 'yon or meron bang success na nangyari doon or kulang pa?
Walang success, no? Kasi the DOJ and the ombudsman were going to do that anyway, no? Kasi yung ombudsman and DOJ, they were already investigating yung pork
Right.
barrel cartel, no? The criminal conspiracy. So they would have eventually filed the cases then and frozen the money that were involved, no? So kumbaga the ICI was just like parang salimpusa lang siya that they parang replicating what the ombudsman and the DOJ were doing, no? So ang gusto natin malaman right now is ano yung mga gaps doon sa sistema, doon sa proseso where the process was vulnerable to corruption. Yun ang gusto natin makita ngayon eh. Because I think as a fact-finding body, the ICI would have identified saan yung gaps, saan yung mga points in the process that made the entire budget process vulnerable to corruption. Kaya nga kailangan ma-publish yung report so that we can analyze what happened and identify the gaps and remedyohan yung mga gaps na yun kung ano man ang remedyong kailangan.
At some point, did you somehow expect this na mangyayari na talagang saglit lang talaga tong ICI na to and it's not going to end well because halfway through ay ang dami na nag-resign din ng mga commissioners?
Yes, I think it was also in your show that I said it, no, from the very beginning. Walang kwenta tong ICI, no, because it's just a fact-finding body, a recommendatory body.
Right.
That was under the supervision of the president. So wala siyang kararatnan except what we're seeing now. More questions and in fact suspicion na merong tinatago. So again, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, the only way to get out of this is for the president or Malacanang to publish the report, no?
Yeah.
Kung ano man yung report na sinubmit sa kanila, so that may clarity tayo, may alam tayo na ano ba ginawa nitong ICI na to.
In fact, ang naalala ko lang talaga, ang very remarkable sa akin yung yung merong paskil All we need is love. Or ano ba yun? Remember that? Sorry, yun ang naalala ko
Hindi.
talaga.
Hindi, tapos
That's the worst.
yeah, attorney kasi ang sinasabi rin ng ICI, they are not there to determine criminal liability but rather fact finding. So parang bakit ka parang tayo ng isang commission if wala ka naman determination at the very least of criminal liability, or sabihin mo man sa ombudsman, ito ha, kasuhan mo to kasi guilty. Wala pa lang ganun eh. So papadala ka lang ng info tapos subject to approval ng ombudsman or determination kung ano gagawin. So do you think this ICI was done just to appease at that time public outrage?
Oh, 100% yes, no? It was done just to show na parang may ginagawa yung administration against the flood control scam or the flood control corruption, no? Kasi mainit na mainit yan noon, 'di ba? A couple of months ago. Pero it was pretty obvious then eh. Doon pa lang sa executive order, alam na natin na it was a farce, no? And sumakay lang tayo doon sa farce na yon because interesting, 'di ba? May mga intriga, may mga drama na merong nag-attend pa ng hearing, yung anak ng pangulo, yung pinsan ng pangulo, but I mean, all of us knew that it was a farce. And now we're here, it's been proven to be a farce, no? Kasi at the end of the process, ang ombudsman pa rin pala, which is really the case in the first place, who will make the final determination.
But having said that, do you believe or do you trust that the ombudsman is going to, deliver this time around, kumbaga mag-file ng mga cases doon sa people who are involved? Let's say, for example, may somehow truth doon sa sinasabi ni Congressman Asidre na wala daw kinalaman dito si former House Speaker Martin Romualdez. But do you believe that somehow ang ombudsman will really do their duty this time around, that talagang makakasuhan yung mga dapat makakasuhan who are involved in this mess?
Alam mo, right now, the ombudsman is, because of his close relationship with the president, he is now in a position na parang may trust deficit, not in his favor, no? So, for me, I would rather compel the ombudsman to be more transparent when it comes to the investigation, no? That's the only way. I think, or I believe, that's the only way para ma-allay yung doubts, no? Na meron siyang tinatago, meron siyang pinoprotektahan. Lagi naman niya sinasabi na wala eh, 'di ba? Na the public interest is in his only the public interest is in his mind, no? But again, ang close relationship niya with the president will always make us doubt or suspect na hindi ganon. So, para sa akin, ang suggestion ko, or in fact, ang imperative for him is to make the investigation more transparent, no? Open it to public scrutiny. Hindi yung nangyayari ngayon na basically wala tayong idea what's going on, no? Paminsan-minsan may update sa atin, but right now we do not know kung ano na ba ang status ng investigation, particularly against the big fish.
Yeah.
Lagi na lang sinasabi, next week mayroon ng maaresto, tapos next week ulit mayroon ng maaresto. Right now, wala pang naaresto, isa pa lang. Isang big fish pa lang.
Okay, so how much of an impact do you think this will affect, no, President's trust rating regarding this kumbaga failure of ICI?
Well, it's going to bring it further down, no? It's already down currently. But with this, kumbaga what we're seeing na walang ginagawa ang Pangulo, palagay ko, ang perception is meron siyang pinoprotektahan, and that's just going to bring his trust rating down. And I think the only way to counter that is to be more transparent, no? Just publish the ICI report. And tell the ombudsman na just open your investigation to public scrutiny, and I think that will help him or help his numbers go up. No? Kasi right now, lahat tayo nagdududa kung ano na nangyayari dun sa flood control investigation. Siya naman ang nag-una doon, di ba? Naalala
Yeah.
niyo yung
Yeah.
Fort
Sona.
Sona, di ba? Sabi niya, mahiya naman kayo. Tas ngayon, wala. Nagkakahiyaan na sila.
Well, let's see, kasi medyo parang, kumbaga, sabi nga natin, yung sitwasyon ngayon, nako-cover yung sitwasyon ng investigation ng flood control because of the oil crisis that we are facing right now. But saglit lang naman itong tag-init also, maya-maya, uulan na naman tayo, magbabaha na naman sa lahat ng parte ng bansa natin. Mabubuhay na naman tong issue na to. So, where do we go from here? I mean, lalo na yung presidente addressing the public last year, sabi mo nga sa SONA regarding this, and then magsosona na ulit, 'di ba? Anong mukha yung iharap niya sa atin?
Yes, that's a fair point, no? In fact, that should be reiterated over and over again sa kanya, no? Whoever journalist talks to him should ask him that, no? Ano nang mahaharap mong mukha sa SONA? After a year, you challenge everyone, di ba, na mahiya naman kayo. And, just a side point about corruption and the Middle East crisis, no? I mean, alam niyo naman that as a country, we lose billions of pesos to corruption every year. Right? At the very minimum, 10 billion pesos to corruption a year. In fact, it should be more than that. Now, can you imagine kung yung pera na yun, if we had it on hand now, sana marami tayong mapagkagagastusan noon para sa mga kababayan natin na nagsa-struggle ngayon because of the Middle East crisis, no? So, right now we are suffering not just because of the crisis, but also because of the corruption that steals money from the public coffers. Kasi dapat yung pera na yon, yung perang ninakaw ng mga pork barrel cartel, right now, ito dapat ang nagpapagaan sa buhay natin. Right? So, konektado yun. No? We cannot sort of separate the two issues. Napapahirap lalo ang buhay natin because merong mga politiko na ninanakaw yung pera